Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Powers through a tackle. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, TCU. We come out into playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Knowles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
No problem, BAT, right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw. It's Miles. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Finding space at the 20. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running it, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
The 18 puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. As a design quarterback keeper. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. The Knowles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Running through the tackle. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown trot last time they had it. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Ball handed off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll run it from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running, pounding up quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, not great for him. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the right side. We bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid game.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to chuck it again. It's caught. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. The Seminoles come up to the line in the hurry-up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across midfield. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Miles. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pressure is coming. Got him. He's sacked.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The Horned Frogs will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And he throws his third interception of the day. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they get the second half started with a running play. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open. Takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and Most importantly, he got that first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Knowles lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Knowles will crank up the tempo. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The shotgun handoff here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Seminoles line up with a 1st and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Needing to score badly, likely 4-down territory. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll set up to throw. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. At midfield. Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, TCU. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's going to take off. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Tried to press the ball deep, but
boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. He'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. They'll run it here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick throw, testing the middle. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. The Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. It's press coverage now from these DBs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Going to move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Knowles.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. TCU offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up. breaks out of the crowd into open space. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field. It's Miles. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He's looking deep here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off here. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. And the Knowles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is.
Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Defense not pressing this time. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw, catch made. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Miles. He's running out of time here. And he's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. He was